All right, so let's go ahead and prove the change of base formula for logarithms today. So the claim here is that the log base a of x is equal to the log base b of x over the log base b of a. Okay. Now, obviously, we have quite a few restrictions here. A and B both cannot equal 1, and A and B must also be greater than 0. Okay, we also have to have x is greater than 0. Okay, so those are our three restrictions there. Okay. All right, so let's try to prove this. Let's let t1 equal log base a of x, t2 equal log base b of x, and t3 equal log base b of a. Okay, so the reason why I'm doing this is because I can take advantage of exponent properties. By the definition of the logarithm, we know that here a to the t1 would be equal to x. Here we'd have b to the t2 equals x. And here we have b to the t3 is equal to a. Okay. Now the exponent properties I'm going to be using here are as follows. If you have a base raised to a power and you divide it by the same base raised to another power, that's equivalent to taking the base and raising it to the difference of the powers. Okay, and this is based on how we define exponentiation. So this doesn't need to be proven. This is a property. Okay. We also are going to use the following. If I have x to the a and that equals x to the b, this will be true if and only if a equals b. Okay, so let's get a box around that. That's called the identity property. Okay, which doesn't need a proof either. It's fairly self-evident. Okay, so using these definitions, we know x is equal to itself by the reflexive property, so I can say a to the t1 is equal to b to the t2. Okay, so that's the first statement that I can make here based on how I define these values. Okay. I also know that a is equal to b to the t3 power, so I can just take this a and replace it with b to the t3. So let's do that right now. So instead of a, we're going to put in there b to the t3 all to the t1 equals b to the t2. All right, very good. So what we actually can see here is that we've got b to the t1 times t3 is equal to b to the t2. Okay. Now, clearly, we've got a base to a power equal to the same base to another power, which means, of course, that the powers are set equal, as we've determined that they would be using this identity property. Okay, very good. And so let's go ahead and now replace t1 with what we know it is. It's log base a of x. And let's replace t3 with what we know it is. That's log base b of a. And let's replace t2 with what we know it is. That's log base b of x. And now we can divide both sides by log base b of a, and we are done. Log base a of x equals the log base b of x over the log base b of a. Okay, we are done. Didn't actually need to use this property. I was thinking we might need to use it, but we didn't. We just ended up having to use the identity property, and that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and let us know if you have any comments or questions, recommendations for future content. We love making math videos and physics videos around here. We love proven statements. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video.